Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be starting off my look today with some Baby Skin from Maybelline. It's basically a dupe of the Benefit Pore Professional, which I love and also have, but I'm putting this in my T-zone because lately I've been a little greasy when the day goes on. I'm priming my lids with Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer and blending that out with my Real Techniques Beauty Blender. Next I'm going in with the Morphe M441. I wrote it at the bottom because it was really hard to focus and see everything. Next I'm going to go in for my transition shade with Butter, all in my crease. Blend it out from windshield wiper motions to circular motions, all over that crease area and a little bit up higher towards my brow. I fast forwarded it because it's just blending. It's not all that fun. Now I'm going to go back in with Butter and I'm going to go a little bit on my lid and back again in my crease. I didn't feel like it was dark enough, so I wanted to pack that on in, really focusing on the outer part of my lid. Going in again with some Butter. Sounds like I'm actually using butter, but the shade Butter. I wanted to make sure I had a really good transition. I'm not obviously gonna be doing a bunch of bright colors, but I wanted to just deepen the crease a little bit to make sure that when I went in with a little bit darker colors, they blended nice. So I'm gonna go in with Smoky But Natural, is what SBN stands for. And I sprayed that with a little NYX Dewy setting spray to give a little bit of pop. Can't really see it a whole lot on the camera, but it was quite pigmented. I love that color. And I'm taking Smoky But Natural on the outer part of my eye again. I'm just trying to define it a little bit more. I'm not trying to bring it up too high, but I wanted it on a little bit of a denser brush. So I'm going in with a smudger brush. And then finally, to finish off the look, I'm going to go in with Obsessed on the inner part of my lid, which is a gorgeous, lightish, silverish, shimmery color in the palette. It's one of my favorites, probably why it's called Obsessed. Trying to define the Smoky But Natural color into my crease, and I'm taking a clean blending brush to just blend that all out nice and seamlessly. And then I believe I picked up Butter to smooth that out a little bit more. Now I'm going with some foundation, some Josie Moran, my tried and true. I honestly think I might need to get a new shade. I had an itch. I think I might need to get a little bit of a darker shade. I'm getting a little bit of sun out in Spain. Kind of loving it. As of now, I'm just adding a little bit more bronzer if I look too pale. And for some reason, with the different cameras that I've been using, like I'm using my phone for this, I just feel like I don't look as tan as I am. Like my chest is very, very, very light, but my arms are a little bit darker, well, clearly they're darker, but I'm also going back in with some Photo Focus concealer to conceal the crap out of the bags under my eyes. I'm just cleaning up with the concealer the little bit of shadow that I got elsewhere. A little not too focused in the camera at this point, but I repositioned myself after I realized that you can basically only see half my face. Now I'm just going to go ahead and set my face with some translucent powder. I like the Milani Prep Set and Go to set my entire face. I typically like to use the Maybelline Dream Powder, I believe it's called, but I didn't want any kind of tint to that. I'm just going to tightline with a nude eye pencil. And I know I'm not supposed to touch and pull at my eyelid, but I did it. Now I'm going to finish up my eyeshadow by doing the lower lash line, going in with a nice dark mocha shade. One of the prettiest dark browns that I think I own. And that Morphe G25, I believe it is one of the best brushes to do that, at least for my eyes. I'm gonna go in with Pooter and just smoke that out a little bit, blend it out nice and good, bringing it up towards the eyeshadow that I have on my upper lid to just make it blend nice and seamlessly. I went in with a Morphe M441 or something like that, and I just tried to blend that out nice and seamlessly to make sure there was no harsh lines. And now I'm taking Beam on my brow bone, and I'm blending it out again to make sure there's no harsh lines. I did this quite a few times actually. I'm taking Beam again on my inner corner. And now for blush. I mean bronzer. I like to use this brush for a very defined contour. I typically use like a big fluffy brush for just a regular contour on a day-to-day basis, but I wanted to make mine look a little bit cleaner for this look that I was doing. Now for blush with my Morphe R4 from the Rose Gold collection. I wanted to give my cheeks a little bit of a pinky sheen, so that's what I did. And another tried and true, my Voluminous Carbon Black. I didn't do lashes in this video just because I didn't care to. I didn't feel like it was necessary, and I wasn't really going anywhere that day, so I just left them off. And I believe at that point I had messed my mascara up. I'm using It Cosmetics Mascara for my lower lash line. I think it just gets them a little bit better. Don't mind my singing halfway through. And the finished look? Almost finished look. Still have to highlight. Singing River by Bishop Biggs, just in case anyone was wondering. It's one of my favorite songs at the moment. I love the choreography that song is. It's amazing. And now I'm just dusting Champagne Pop all over my face. I basically think I would bathe in it if it was possible. and I said it in another video, but Champagne Pop gives me just the perfect highlight. And even being super, super pale, I've seen darker women, don't mind my breakout into song, but I've used this so many different times that I end up going back to it no matter what awesome highlights that I do get. I love it on so many levels. And then on my lips, I'm just going to go in with this little bit of a tinted chapstick. It has kind of like a baby doll pink sheen to it. And this is the final.